You maybe know how to speak Chinese, or maybe you know how to read, but do you know how to write? Or maybe I should ask, do you know the rules or orders and elements of writing Chinese characters? Today, we will learn some basic elements of writing Chinese characters, and by the end of this video, you will be able to write some simple characters. In this video, I will first talk about the order of writing, then we will talk about some basic simple strokes, and finally, we will learn how to write some simple characters. There are some basic rules of writing Chinese, from up to down, from left to right, from outside to inside, and finally will be the dot or close the characters. What does it mean? Let me give you an example. For the character 日, it means the sun. How we need to write it? First, we need to write the vertical, right? It's because from up to down, and then what we need to write is the horizontal turning. Why is that? Do you still remember the rules? From up to down, from left to right. The vertical is on the left side, and then horizontal turning is on the right side. So from left to right. So what's next? We need to precede the inside. A short horizontal, because it's from outside to inside. So here's the question, what will be the last? You're right, we need to close the character with a short horizontal. See, this is how we write the character in order. There are some other rules will be applied. If the character is symmetrical, then we will need to write the middle first, and then two sides from left to right. For example, the character 小 is asymmetrical. So what we need to do is, we need to write the middle first, the vertical hook, and then two sides from left to right. So left falling, and then dot. So this is how to write the character 小. There is another special rule we need to bear in mind, that is from horizontal to vertical. For example, the character 10 means 10. According to the basic rules, we need to write from up to down first. So what will be the first stroke we need to write? The vertical, because it's from up to down? No, because there's another rule applied before that. From horizontal to vertical. There is a horizontal stroke here, so we need to write it first. Horizontal first, and then vertical. Easy, right? Another example. This character, 大, means big. There also has a horizontal. So we need to write a horizontal first. And then we need to follow the basic rules. From left to right. Left falling, and then right falling. Do you get it? After we know the rules of writing Chinese characters, then we can actually write them. The basic element of writing Chinese character is strokes, and in Chinese characters, there are many different strokes. If we count in every details, there's about 40 kinds of strokes. But those 40 kinds of strokes can be categorized in 8 basic strokes. And today, we will learn how to write these 8 basic strokes. The first one is horizontal. Do you know how to draw a line? Then you know how to write horizontal. Of course, if you want in detail, there is long horizontal, short horizontal, slanting horizontal, but these are not in this lesson today. We will only talk about the basic one. The character 一 means 1 is horizontal stroke only. Second, vertical. Very simple, right? And straight line again. So it's kind of right that sometimes people are saying that writing a Chinese character is like painting, because lines are lines. You see, the character 10 is the combination of horizontal and vertical. Third, dot. Isn't just a dot? Well, in Chinese strokes, a dot is more than a dot. I know it sounds a bit confusing, but let me give you an example. The character 火 means fire, has 2 dots. But you can see that the 2 dots are different. So that's why I just said these 8 basic strokes are just the kind of categorized. Like these 2 dots in this character. They are all dots, but different types of dots. Subscribe to the channel, I will tell you more strokes in detail. Fourth, left falling. Remember, it's not turning, so don't write vertical first and then turns. It's a bit like inclined. Fifth, the right falling is similar to left falling, but there is a slightly turning at the end of the stroke. The best example of left falling and right falling is the character 人, because it's only formed by these 2 strokes. So how to write it? Do you still remember the basic rules? Yes, from left to right. So we need to write the left falling first, and then right falling. Remember, there's a little bit turning at the end. 6. Turning. Turning is very common when you write in Chinese. And there are different types of turnings like horizontal turning, vertical turning, etc. The character ao means concave is a very good example of turning. Can you see the difference turning here? 7th, rising. This is a very special stroke because it's the only stroke that you write from bottom to the top because the name is rising, isn't it? Give you an example. The character 我 also has the rising bit. The last one is hook. This stroke has the most variations, about 13 of them. For example, the hook in 小 and 心 is totally different. Knowing the strokes is the foundation of writing Chinese characters. As I just mentioned, these 8 basic strokes are just the categories. There are many types of strokes and that will in another video. Now, I do believe you are ready for learning how to write Chinese characters, aren't you? So grab a pen and paper and let's write together. First, let's do some simple one. The character 太 means to or extreme. Again, do you still remember the rules? Yes, there is a horizontal here. So we need to write a horizontal first, and then left falling, and then right falling. What's the last? Yes, it's the dot. Now, the character 回 means return or back. Basic rules: from up to down, from left to right, from outside to inside, and then close. So, how to write character 回? We need to write vertical first, and then horizontal turning. Now it's the inside bit. So, a short vertical, a short horizontal turning, and then finally, we need to close. So, small horizontal, and then horizontal, and that's the character 回. Did you get it right? Finally, let's do some challenging stuff. The character 我 means I. Don't think it's too difficult because it's not as difficult as you think. Just remember the rules. So what will be the first stroke? You're right, will be the left falling on the top. Because the rule is from up to down. And then what's the next? You're right, it's the horizontal. And then it's the vertical hook. Now, remember, it's from up to down. And then from left to right. So what will be the next? Yes, it's the rising stuff. Because we need to finish the left bit first and then the right bit. Now, we finished the left bit. So what's the next? Again, up to down. So it's a slanting hook. Then, should we write the dot first? No. Remember, the basic rule is dot is at last. So the next one is right, the left falling. So the last bit, it's the dot. See, it's not as difficult as you think, right? So if you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you would like to know more about learning Chinese, please click this video. And I will see you in next video. Bye!